Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Monday, November 6th. I'm Michael Taylor. Thanks for joining us. Did you guys enjoy the extra hour this weekend? Did anybody get caught off guard? You know, back in the day before we had cell phones and all the things would change, people would be, oh, their clocks in the house wouldn't have changed. So my son calls me and he doesn't do social media. He doesn't do any of that stuff. And so he's kind of disconnected from the world. So he woke up and he's like, couldn't figure out why it was so early and it was odd. And he says he walked into the kitchen and he says then the clocks were wrong and he figured it out. Oh, daylight savings time. So I guess it still happens to some people to get caught off guard. Hope you enjoyed the extra hour. Lots of sunshine in the morning as well. Hey, on our show today, we've got a good one. MacArthur Dental Arts is going to be here. He's a new person we're going to introduce you guys to, Dr. Ryan Lang, and he's going to be talking to us about all the dentistry work they do over there. And then later in the program, Fit Brain Club with Grace Carpenter and Dan Daly. They're going to be talking about dementia, how do we stave things off, some of the things we can do to keep our minds sharp over the years. All right, let's take a look at our Stay Informed, and it's an important one. We have the open enrollment is going on right now, and so for Medicare, we have a clinic coming up tomorrow, November 7th, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. over at Clubhouse 2. So make sure you get over there and do that. We have all sorts of new healthcare choices that are out there. You can compare and analyze the plans that are available to you, identify potential cost savings, and it's a really great thing. Make sure you call for an appointment and schedule that one and get in there and review your healthcare needs, drug options, and all sorts of things that are changing for the coming year. That's going to be Tuesday again, November 7th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. over at Clubhouse 2. Enjoy that. Get out there. Hey, let's take a look outside. It was a great morning. We had some fog all around. You see a little bit of fog still out there in the camera there, but it's mostly clearing up now. We're going to have mostly clear skies for the rest of the day and a high of about 73 degrees or so. Even cooler tomorrow. We have like a low pressure system going in from Northern California and up in Oregon area. It's kind of going through up there, giving them some weather. But what it's doing for us is increasing the marine layer as we go into Monday and Tuesday. So Tuesday is going to be our coolest day of the week. Then Wednesday, that kind of reverses. That system up there is going to create some offshore winds for us instead of the onshore flow. It's going to make us dry a little bit Santa Ana-like condition, maybe a little wind on Wednesday as well. And then we're going to pretty much stay in the nice 70s temperatures for the rest of the week. Pretty nice. I like the fall weather a lot. I was glad to say goodbye to summer. Let's take a look at our sunrise and our sunset. This is the last picture from Lori Maloa. She sent us a bunch from her trip to the Galapagos. And this is one of the last ones with the birds out there and on the rocks out in the ocean. A really cool shot. Sunrise this morning was 6:14 a.m. and sunset early nights, 4:54 p.m. Yeah, we got those early ones. Daylight savings is over. Oh, well. All right, let's take a look at, we want to send us some pictures, by the way. If you go out and somewhere, have some fun. Laguna Woods Village TV at gmail.com. Send us pictures of your pets. Send us pictures of places you go. You don't have to go to the Galapagos to send us a picture. Anywhere around town, great shots. There's all sorts of opportunities. Make sure you put your name on there and where you took the shot. We got one meeting to tell you, a couple of meetings actually to tell you about, and then when we come back, MacArthur Dental Arts. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Dan McEachran. 35 years ago, I was lucky enough to get my start in Laguna Woods. First, building patio rooms, then kitchens. Our cabinets are all built locally in Irvine. It all began with patio rooms, like this Majorca model, which we made into a complete room. I'll pull permits. We'll take care of everything. Give me a call. We'll do a nice job for you.
At Renew Ketamine Infusion, Dr. Justin Yannick and Dr. Tanya Dahl are board-certified physicians with nearly a decade of experience in ketamine therapy who can help those who haven't found success with other treatments or wish to avoid daily medications. Whether you're struggling with depression, PTSD, anxiety, or chronic pain conditions, our private spa-like clinic focuses on creating the perfect setting for your ketamine treatment. Call us today to schedule your free physician consultation to determine if ketamine therapy is recommended for you.
Joint care so exceptional, you'll wish you'd done it sooner. At Memorial Care, we're voted high in patient satisfaction for a reason. Our specialized surgeons and care teams understand the pain you're going through, as well as the best personalized treatment to get you back to what you love sooner. With nationally recognized care advanced technology like our Precision Mako surgical system, and support that's always by your side. Get ready to go forth with renewed joy. A new movement awaits at Memorial Care Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
No one deserves to be ashamed of their smile. MacArthur Dental Arts is here to bring back your confidence. We specialize in at-home personalized smile restoration through the power of dental implants and perfect fit dentures. I'm here to answer all your questions with free in-office consults or using our Laguna Woods in-home service special. Don't wait to get the secure, worry-free smile you deserve. Visit MacArthurDentalArts.com or call the number on your screen to schedule your consultation today.
You know, it's open enrollment time we were talking about for the Medicare stuff, and it also means that applies to dentistry too. And we have a great new guest coming in to tell you all about it's MacArthur Dental Arts, and I want to welcome Dr. Ryan Lang to the program. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me here.
So this is your first time on the program, and so tell us a little bit about what you guys do. It's a full-service dentistry there?
So I'm the owner of MacArthur Dental Arts, and we offer full-service dentistry. And that means crowns, bridges, root canals, extractions, implants, dentures, anything you can think of that's dental related, we do.
Okay. I've actually never heard of anybody calling it a dental arts, the dentist office is what I would think. Where'd you guys come up with that one? Or is it like something you kind of thought was, oh, this kind of sounds fun, or something maybe you're taking it to a higher level?
Yeah, I think at my office, my staff and myself, we like to provide quality work, and I find it artistry. So, you know, I'm crafting things with my hands. I have to become an artist to make smiles look nice, and you know, dentistry just sounds scary, so we went with something a little more friendly.
Right, and there is kind of there's a cosmetic effect that you guys do for people, whether it's maybe it's whitening or veneers or helping someone with challenges with chips in their tooth, right? So I mean, there's kind of an artistry to that, right?
Absolutely,
especially with like making a crown and those kinds of things.
Yeah, making the color match right, making the shapes fit people's mouths, because you don't want to look like Bugs Bunny because you got new crowns. So we really take a lot of pride in the quality of work that we do at my office, and making sure that everything we do fits the patient's specific needs.
Okay. How long have you been doing this yourself? How long have you been in dentistry?
I've been practicing for about 8 years now. I have an office just up the street by John Wayne Airport.
Okay.
It's about 10-15 minutes from here, and I've owned that practice for about 7 years now. So yeah,
I'm guessing it's off MacArthur. That's why we got MacArthur Dental Arts.
It's off MacArthur Boulevard in Maine, literally a stone's throw away from John Wayne Airport. So, yeah, just up the freeway a little bit.
And we talked about the fact that it's open enrollment. What kind of insurances do you guys take there? Just the whole gamut of things?
So, yeah, we actually do take a lot of the insurances that are under the umbrella of Medicare. It's all PPOs, pretty much any PPO dental plan that you can select, we take. I have a very well-trained staff up front that can help you navigate through the insurances if you have questions on which ones you should pick and which ones are better for certain types of treatment. They can answer any of your questions. They deal with this every day, and I know it's a headache for everyone involved. But they're highly trained, and they can help you guys get organized with the right insurance for you.
Now, with our older kind of folks here in the village, we have an older community, and a lot of things that, you know, the effects of age and your life, and maybe gum recession happens a lot. Tell me a little about like tooth replacement therapy that you guys can do, and those things are just, you know, sometimes their extractions are needed, right, with older adults. Right.
Yeah. So for me, I specialize in what I call tooth replacement therapy, because the umbrella of what you can do to replace a tooth is pretty large. So you can do a single tooth denture. You can do something that's removable that you put in and take out. You can do something like a dental implant where it's basically an anchored tooth in the mouth that doesn't get removed. You can do a bridge. You can do crowns. I mean, there's a bunch of different options for replacing a tooth. That's why I just call it a replacement therapy, because not everybody not everybody fits in every.
Right. Not in the same square, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
When we talk about also full mouth reconstruction,
Mm-hmm.
what are some of the reasons why someone would need like a full mouth reconstruction? Is just disease or poor health care of their teeth over the years, or does it run the gamut?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think there's a threshold for where you can take dentistry in terms of restoring teeth, and then once you pass that threshold, you're either moving into a complete denture, which everybody hates. They fall out, they gag. So a full mouth reconstruction, we place a couple dental implants in, and then we screw, a full mouth restoration in place that's fixed, that can't be removed, and you go back to normal function. And a lot of these patients that need this treatment do have a lot of disease in their mouth, which also can transmit into the body.
Right.
Studies have been shown that they find the same plaque in your heart that they do in your mouth. So having it in your mouth it's all part of the same organism.
Right, and the dental health really is kind of a whole body health. A lot of stuff starts in the mouth in terms of your dental care, right?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, that's where the first entry point for most stuff is, and it's all connected. So.
All right. When you work there, anesthesia, sedation, you guys have the full, you don't have to go anywhere else to do the special surgeries, you do it all right in-house?
We do, yeah. We do the full gamut of surgeries, and I have a board-certified anesthesiologist who works at Hoag. He comes into the office and performs the sedation for me if that's something that you need. A lot of patients just elect to do local anesthesia, but some patients who have dental anxiety, they choose to select the sedation option, which is very safe, and my anesthesiologist he's great.
Okay. When you talk about on the full mouth reconstruction, when you drill into, I mean, it sounds incredibly invasive, I guess, intrusive in terms of drilling into, but you're securing those dentures into the jaw bones, right, of the mouth, and is that something that can also kind of recede over time, or degrade over time, or just has to be revisited every once in a while?
It varies on oral health care, obviously, and how well you take care of your mouth afterwards. It's not a sit it and forget it type of thing. I do recommend patients come in every year after receiving that form of treatment, so I can check in, make sure that everything's being cleaned properly, and maintain the health of the implants. I mean, the implants don't get the same type of decay that a tooth can, but they are still susceptible to bacteria and disease, because that your mouth is just a cesspool of that stuff.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So those are just the basic care. It may change a little bit, but still there's care involved in all of those things, right?
Yeah.
And the latest things that are out there in the world of dentistry, which are amazing, is kind of the 3D technology. When someone gets a crown or is fitted for a denture or something like that, there's, it's kind of a best guess. They take the gummy stuff and you bite down, you make a mold of the tooth and try to come close. How has that changed with the 3D technologies? Yeah,
so at my office, I have a state-of-the-art 3D camera where it's just this little camera that you can put inside the mouth and scan, anywhere you want instead, and it replaces those goopy impressions that we used to take. And from that 3D model, I can design pretty much anything I want. I can design custom teeth to fit a certain patient's mouth. We can make night guards. We can make snore guards that aid with sleep apnea for opening airways. We can do Invisalign treatment, all from this 3D scanner. So the technology is really advanced now to where it takes kind of the pain and the suffering away from most of the dental experience.
Now, do you guys do send that out, or do you actually do the 3D printing of a crown or something like that in-house?
Yeah, I do all of it in-house. I have a 3D printer. I have a milling unit. So if you come into the office and you need bigger services, most of them are done same day in the office.
Okay.
Yeah.
Incredible. Sounds like an amazing setup you guys got over there. Worry-free transportation, I want to cover that. So if you've done anesthesia, you've done something like that, and you're a little woozy, you guys also provide transportation to and from?
Correct. Yeah. So one last thing that I wanted to touch on.
Oh, sure.
I'm really excited to talk about the promotion that I'm running with the Laguna Woods community.
Okay.
It's exclusive to Laguna Woods residents. There's two options. One is you can come down to my office and I'll give you a free cleaning exam, x-rays. You just sit down with me and talk about your dental needs, get your teeth cleaned, and it's on me. If you don't want to transport down to the office, I'll come to you, which I've been running a commercial that kind of shows. I'll do a house call and come and sit down and show you my 3D scanner. We'll check your mouth out. I can take x-rays in your house. So those are the two options. You can give our office a call and let them know you're a Laguna Woods resident, and we'll help you along. As for the transportation, if transportation is an issue, just call my front office and we'll figure out a worry-free way to get you to and from the office.
Sounds good. Amazing. Yeah. Dr. Ryan Lang with MacArthur Dental Arts, thank you so much for joining us. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, when we come back, we'll be talking about dementia with the Fit Brain Club. Stay with us.
Did you know that the Laguna Hills Lodge was originally built as a place for relatives or friends to stay when they were visiting? In 1968, Laguna Woods' residents built the first two buildings of the lodge because they wanted a place close by for visitors to stay. Since then, the lodge has become the spare bedroom for the Laguna Woods' residents. The lodge has received the TripAdvisor Award of Excellence 8 years in a row. We invite you to stay in one of our recently remodeled garden rooms and take advantage of a special offer for Laguna Woods' residents, family, and friends.
Achieve a level of comfort you've never known before. The Daydreamer will take you through smooth movements and guide you effortlessly into your favorite positions. Adjust the power pillow for ideal support for your head and neck. This and our positioning technology allows for infinite relaxation. Lay back in zero gravity while watching TV and put your body and mind at ease. Lift your spirits and find your favorite daydream. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
The Salvation Army Orange County is committed to building hope in people's lives rather than just more shelters. The Center of Hope, a comprehensive homeless care solution, combines a 325-bed emergency shelter, 72 permanent supportive housing apartments, on-site medical, dental, vision, and mental health care, and an award-winning drug and alcohol rehabilitation center. Donate today to transform lives, create safer neighborhoods, and provide an opportunity to end chronic homelessness in Orange County.
If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The thoughtfully redesigned 2023 Subaru Outback shares your spirit. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive plus up to 32 miles per gallon, a 260 horsepower turbocharged engine, advanced technology, and an extra-large touchscreen. The 2023 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Irvine Subaru. Buy online, just come in to sign. Get 2 years complimentary maintenance included on all new Subarus.
Welcome to OCI Care, Laguna Woods' premier laser and premium cataract surgery center.
I just wanted my cataracts removed. It was pain-free. I was so impressed because I was so frightened to have it done. After surgery, I was able to use my eyes immediately. It was a miracle, really.
It's just been wonderful to be able to see everything. It's even better than he said it was going to be because I saw instantly.
We've been talking to the Fit Brain Club about a great event they have coming up, and of course a little bit about dementia and some of the signs and the warning signs that we have. We want to welcome back to the program Grace Carpenter and Dan Daly. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Michael. It's good to be here.
So let's talk a little bit about kind of the big, broad number. You know, how many people in Orange County are affected by dementia? What are our rough numbers about?
I would say right now there are 164,826.
Yeah,
those are the numbers. Okay, we've got some on-point statistics here.
Yes.
But as we have a little chuckle about that, but that's a big number, right? And it's a lot of services that people need in terms of care,
exactly,
and all of those things. And you know, I think that's the thing that is kind of staggering is that so many people are dealing with dementia, and the care that's involved in making that kind of like okay, or making that help people get through that, right?
Right. And that's where the Fit Brain Club comes in.
Right. That's what you guys do a lot.
Well, yes, it's called a club, but there's no fees, no dues, and we're having wonderful turnouts because the speakers that Alzheimer's, Dan and the team provide us with from Orange County are spectacular. Dr. Papard actually is the one who was recommended by Saddleback, even back in the day 6 years ago, for my husband.
And Dr. Kent Papard, I want to make sure, November 13th
Right.
is going to be at your next meeting,
Yes, he's going to be our
Monday.
speaker, and he's well known, as Dan says, for how many years?
Kent Papard has been working with local neurologists for about 20 years now. And he does a lot of cognitive assessments of patients who are just showing signs of confusion, short-term memory loss, and the families are pushing that type of individual to get an assessment. And usually the assessment usually proves Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
And you made mention of the fact that dementia is an umbrella term. And under that umbrella, 67% of all dementia cases is Alzheimer's.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the big one hanging over a lot of things. So the early diagnosis, how important is that in terms of what can be done from there?
There's our new drug.
Yeah, there's a new drug that was approved back in January. It's called Leqembi, and it's made by Eisai, a Japanese company who happens to be located in North America, and I believe it's Summit, New Jersey. And they alone, it's different from previous drugs in that it attacks the plaque in the brain.
Okay.
And that is
getting rid of those plaques can help keep the connections
important
together for a longer time?
Because the plaque is the one that destroys the neurons. And that leads to a lot of confusion, short-term memory loss, changes in personality. I mean, it's incredible, the change that somebody undergoes with Alzheimer's.
So Grace, tell us a little bit about some of the services that Fit Brain Club has helped provide here in the community, and what they're important ones.
Yes. Typically, I'll get phone calls, and they're hesitant to come to a meeting. And they'll say, well, my mother's just been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, but we don't really want people to know about it. And what will it be like if we come to this meeting? How will this help our loved one? And so I tell them about the speaker. First of all, we have Mark Hochberg while they're signing in, playing some soft, relaxing jazz music. And I always tell them that. I said, you know, there is a sign-in, and it's so important that we have you sign in because we want to follow up with you. And I make home visits if necessary. I do whatever we need to do to help them face the inevitable. That they need us, we need to help them. And the service is fabulous because then we can tie them into our social services, which is part of their HOA to get social services involved for, oh gosh, what do we have? Speaker Karen Rossi, for example, pro bono attorney services. Each month, the speaker will focus on another avenue to help them navigate this road that they're going to travel. So we're usually like the beginning. They'll see the article in the Globe, and then we reassure them that it's going to be a good meeting, and it's free. There's no money involved.
And I think there's a stigma around, I guess, Alzheimer's still, right, in the dementia world, and that's why we don't want anybody to know, like, as though they're in the tower in the madhouse or something like that, like from the Middle Ages. And I think that's one of the things that bring this to light, and we have these conversations to take away that stigma. There's no shame in this. And get the help you need early up.
The family is very protective in that area, and one of the things that's lacking in a patient with Alzheimer's or dementia there's a lack of socialization. And what happens is that they're aware of the fact that there's limitations with them. And they don't want to be in public. And that's the worst thing you can do.
Right. You limited the contact, you limited the brain activity, you limited conversations,
Exactly.
the connections they have with the people, and all of a sudden it kind of probably amplifies all of this, what's going on, right?
The other thing I'd mention also is Alzheimer's Orange County, we provide the speakers for the Fit Brain Club. And each speaker has a specialty. And that could be an MD, a PhD like Kent Papades. We have people from Council on Aging. They'll come in and they'll talk about scams that are going on.
Right.
So it's a wide variety of topics. And we try to bring in the specialists in that area.
And the family. At that initial
Well, the family's
phone call.
the biggest part, right?
Yes,
Because with dementia, with Alzheimer's, the patient themselves will be able to, less capable as time goes on, to make decisions for themselves and all those things. So the family really, unfortunately, has to be even more involved in the treatment and the planning, right?
And especially when they go, if it's Kent Papard or whoever, for that initial assessment. His strength, from my experience, is that he takes whatever success the identified patient has on his assessment test. Like for my husband, he was able to count the little tests they do from 100 all the way by 7s or 9s. They give you numbers to.
Okay.
And because my husband was a mathematician, he could do. But then at the end of the test, even though Kent clearly saw my husband had beginning Alzheimer's, he focused on the strength. And he said, I wish I could do that. My husband felt like $1 million. Where initially they don't want to go for the assessment. They resist the assessment. What's the use of it? And this is powerful.
Yeah, the assessment,
assessor.
sometimes whoever administers that assessment, it can be frightening. And that's why it's very, very important that that individual has a lot of tactfulness and sensitive to the individual.
Right. So Fit Brain Club regular meeting, their monthly meeting on second Monday of the month. This time it's going to be Dr. Kent Papard going to be on there, November 13th. He'll be over at the Performing Arts Center, Dining Room 2, 10 a.m. is when it's going to start. He'll be doing those assessments for everybody.
Refreshments are provided by Adapt To It.
Okay.
And Starbucks coffee and treats.
Sounds good.
And music. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Fantastic. Well, no more than that. All right. Thanks a lot, Grace and Dan. Thanks for being us. We're going to close the show from here today. Want to take a quick look at our Monday movie before we go. It's going to be a good one. Dreamin' Wild came out a little while back and is a biographical drama film that follows the life of singer-musician brothers Donnie and Joe Emerson. That's provided by Providence Mission Hospital, 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without the subtitles. Let's take a quick look at the weather as well before we go. Going to have a great week, really. Going to have some morning clouds for the first couple days, cooler. Then we're going to have a little bit of a change. Mostly sunny for the rest of the week, but in the 70s all week long. Love it. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. They like it too. They love the weather report. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. Thanks for joining us. Have a good one.